This is Autoline Daily, the show dedicated to enthusiasts of the global automotive industry. Automotive suppliers have been hit especially hard over the last 5 years, with production stoppages during the pandemic lockdowns, the following chip shortage, and now with EV sales not growing as fast as expected. As a result, we'll likely see more consolidation among suppliers, or some will simply just go out of business. And one that's in trouble is Marelli, which is the 23rd biggest automotive supplier in the world. The company is owned by investment firm KKR, which bought Calsonic Kansai from Nissan and Magneti-Marelli from FCA and then merged them together to form Marelli. But Marelli has struggled the last several years and has taken on billions of dollars of debt from foreign and domestic creditors. However, leaders at Marelli want to accept a buyout offer from the Motherson Group, which is India's largest automotive supplier and counts Ford, Hyundai, and Mercedes as customers. The offer would see KKR transfer all of its shares in Marelli to Motherson. Motherson would buy over $700 million in new Marelli shares and would also buy out over $4.5 billion in debt from creditors. If approved, the move could rocket Motherson into the top 10 of global automotive suppliers. But right now, it seems like some creditors don't think Motherson is providing a reasonable offer. And one of the reasons that Marelli is even struggling in the first place is due to the poor performance at Nissan, which is one of its biggest customers. As we've been reporting, Nissan's new restructuring plan under new CEO Ivan Espinosa includes cutting 20,000 jobs, closing 7 plants, and slashing over $3.3 billion in costs. And one of the assets it's considering selling is its headquarters in Japan. Nissan moved into the glass building in 2009, and it's reportedly worth $670 million. While the automaker would sell the building, it would still lease out the spaces that it's currently using. Car sales in Europe were down slightly in April. According to the European Automobile Manufacturers Association, automakers sold just over 1 million vehicles last month, down 0.3% from a year ago. However, electrified vehicles did very well. BEV sales in April were up nearly 28%, PHEVs were up 31%, and hybrid sales rose 17%. So that means it was the ICE segment that dragged down the market. Gas-powered car sales were down 22%, and diesels were down about 25% in April. And while EV sales were strong, Tesla continued to slide, with its sales dropping 49% last month. Through the first 4 months of the year, automakers have sold about 4.5 million vehicles in Europe, down 0.4% from last year.
There's nothing wrong with heavy metal.
Hey, lighten up.
But with world-class composite material, Teijin Automotive Technologies makes vehicles lighter, safer, and more eco-friendly.
Volvo is planning significant job cuts in order to save cash. The automaker announced it's slashing 3,000 white-collar jobs globally, or about 15% of its workforce. But most of the cuts will be in Sweden. Last month, Volvo said it was looking to slash costs by $1.9 billion this year in order to deliver on its long-term strategy. Toyota is shifting some production of GR Corollas from Japan to the UK, which will then be exported to North America. Toyota will invest $56 million to start building the sporty version of the Corolla in the UK next year, and it plans to export around 10,000 units a year to North America. The UK plant does currently produce the Corolla, but it's only the base version. While you might think this is tariff-related, since Japan faces a 25% tariff on cars shipped to the US, and the UK reached a deal to reduce its tariffs on cars to 10%. But Toyota said the move is aimed at filling excess capacity in the UK and improving delivery times. In 2023, BMW revealed a concept that we felt was a spiritual successor to the Z3 Coupe, which was sold from 1998 until 2002 and had playful nicknames like Clown Shoe, Bread Van, and Sports Shoe. While it's been 2 years since the debut of the concept touring coupe, it looks like BMW is taking inspiration from that car for a new model that will actually make its way into production. But the 3-door Speed Top has a more elongated rear end than the touring coupe, which reminds us a lot of the Callaway Corvette Aero Wagon. There's not a ton of detail, but BMW says the Speed Top has the most powerful V8 that it currently offers, and that orders are open now. But it will only be limited to 70 examples. And in one last quick bit of new car news, if you haven't seen it already, Alpine's very first SUV, the A390, just made its debut about an hour before the show was posted today. So check that out if you're interested, but we'll be sure to cover it in tomorrow's show. Okay, it's time to go over the results of our latest Autoline poll. President Trump wants to revive U.S. manufacturing, but who's going to work in the factories? There are currently 500,000 unfilled manufacturing jobs, and we asked you what you think will happen. And only 2% of you said, don't worry, as plants come back, people will go to work in them. 40% said, all it will do is sell more robots and automation. And 37% said it will create more jobs as well as boost robots and automation. And the remainder said none of the above. Kit Gerhardt responded, quote, not many plants will come back. The car companies will wait out the lunacy. Meanwhile, prices will go up and vehicle choice will go down. AC Held says, I think many companies will gut it out for the next 4 years in the hope that the next administration will change course once again. Some will open new factories, and they will be as automated as possible given the labor shortages. Thomas Bowen had this comment, quote, it's just not going to happen. As costs increase, the market will contract, so they won't need as much production capacity. And lastly, Ricardo Rodriguez says, it takes a lot of time and money to build factories, never mind the workers. And thanks to everyone that participated and left a comment. Remember, these polls are open to our YouTube and Patreon members. It only costs a few dollars a month, so if you haven't done so already, please consider joining. And that's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for making Autoline a part of your day.
Autoline Daily is brought to you by Intrepid Control Systems. Over-the-air engineering boost your game. Teijin Automotive Technologies, the formula for better mobility. And by
Developing today's vehicles, issues can happen in an instant. What good is knowing your problems without the data to solve them? Meet Wireless Neovi Cloud, your secure off-the-shelf solution, empowering real-time collaboration for quick resolution. With Wireless Neovi Cloud, your team can prevent issues before they can escalate. Driver communication data and remote diagnostics to analyze and resolve your problems using OTA, allowing your executives oversight throughout the process. Wireless Neovi Cloud, your vehicle update solution in production and on the road. Intrepid Control Systems, driven by your data.